The cinematography, excellent. The underlying messages about how Hollywood has historically exploited animals and black people, clever, interesting, and extremely well delivered. The problem is that I felt like the movie was more interested in being clever than being consistently entertaining. Emphasis on the word consistently, because there were certainly moments in this film where I was having an amazing time, but especially towards the end, it felt like the movie was kind of sucking itself off. And to explain what I meant by that, I need to go into spoilers, so best ye be warned. Nope is a story about a family-run horse ranch that was very important to cinema history, but modern Hollywood doesn't show their respect to their roots and treats the old ways as easily replaced by CGI, and they wouldn't think twice about making you redundant. It's a good message about the cutthroat nature of the film industry, but this is also a story about an alien creature in the sky, which is supposed to also represent how audiences consume media, represented by the alien creature literally consuming people, and also objects, which I'll explain in a moment. I won't take credit for that particular observation as it came to my attention after listening to Sardonicast, but with this observation comes a problem for me. As clever as the alien idea is on paper, as far as entertaining the general public goes, it's kind of a messy experience. That's how I felt, that's how my friend next to me felt, and I feel safe in assuming that not everybody got the same level of enjoyment out of this film as maybe some film critics did. To be specific about this problem, the alien's weakness is revealed to be unnatural materials, such as what can be found in plastic, and in this particular case a giant inflatable. While I can appreciate that this probably represents the idea that consuming fake, unnatural plastic media is bad for the audience's system, it's a clever message for sure, but I urge you to put yourself into the shoes of a casual audience member if you weren't one already. Imagine you're watching this movie that on the surface appears to be an alien invasion movie that's also set in America, and you see that at no point did the characters ever suggest using guns to shoot it down. Alien invasion, America, a horse ranch, but no guns? Ignoring that idea, the discovery and explanation for the unnatural objects being the alien's weakness was never explained to us. And that to me is probably Jordan Peele presuming that the audience would understand the deeper meaning behind what they're seeing.
Yeah, nah.
And there were quite a few moments like this, where it felt like the movie was more interested in the clever message, rather than having the delivery of the message being interwoven into a piece of consistently entertaining media. Another example is towards the end, when the alien is about to eat the giant inflatable. The alien hovers in the air next to the inflatable, flapping its mouthpiece is ready to eat, while the audience is forced to sit there for what feels like forever, waiting for the alien to actually eat it. And for a casual audience member, it's kind of frustrating, because we understand what's about to happen, so there's no tension or uncertainty about what's going to happen, and to have the movie purposely hang on to this scene like we're supposed to be observing the imagery and absorbing a greater message takes away the element of horror, and it's hard to be thrilled by what we're seeing. Again, let me stress, that's from the perspective of a casual audience member, which I do consider myself to be, and I'm simply trying to offer two perspectives when reviewing this. When applying the movie critic side of my brain, I feel it's a real shame because there are other parts of this movie that were excellent. I loved Stephen Yeun's character. He plays a man who was a child actor who witnessed a real tragedy while filming a sitcom, where a chimpanzee turned against his trainers and killed a bunch of people on set. This of course is a more literal way of presenting the idea that we shouldn't mistreat animals or children, and also that by ignoring their need for protection and well-being, we would ultimately head towards disaster. But this part of the movie with its message was equally clear as it was entertaining. If it wasn't for the alien idea and how it was executed, I would consider this movie to be a 9 out of 10 experience. I know how important this alien was to Jordan Peele's concept for the movie, so I do understand why it had to be there, but something just feels off about it. And I say all this with the utmost respect for Jordan Peele. It's actually made me want to go and check out his other notable films. I've had Get Out on my watch list for the longest time now, and I can see that Jordan Peele is a very talented man, so I can't wait to go check it out. I respect that this movie achieved a lot, and I also bear in mind that I'm not a filmmaker. I don't know how to do what he does, but I do know this. I paid money for a ticket. I paid to be amused for the entire time that I was in the cinema. But I simply found some parts, especially the ending, frustratingly messy. And I'm simply being honest about my feelings when I give this movie a rating. Respectfully, I'm giving it a 7 out of 10 for now. Maybe an additional viewing at home and reading your comments will give me some other perspectives to adjust my score. But for now, this is what it is. And I'm going to give it a few days so I can process my feelings on this film before I give it a score on Letterboxd, which you should go follow me on right now. Until then, why not watch me discuss another controversial opinion of mine, why I believe Shaun of the Dead is better than Hot Fuzz.